Hi everyone, welcome back to the class of literary readers. This is Pratibha, and today we are diving into an exciting topic which is MCQs on post-colonial literature. So whether you are preparing for UGC NET examination or any other SAT examination, then this video will definitely help you out to crack these examinations. But before that, if you are new here, then don't forget to subscribe and leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. Now let's get started. In this video, I will cover 10 questions from the post-colonial literature. So the question number 1 is, which of these novels is not included in the trilogy written by Toni Morrison? So you have to tell that which of these novels is not included in the trilogy that is written by Toni Morrison. Option number 1 is Beloved, option number 2 is Paradise, option number 3 is Star Baby, and option number 4 is Jazz. And the answer is option number 3, which is Star Baby. So in this trilogy we have three novels: Beloved, Jazz and Paradise. And here I have provided the chronological orders of these four novels by Morrison. Tar Baby in 1981, then Beloved in 1987, Jazz was published in 1992, and Paradise was published in 1997. If we talk about the writer Toni Morrison, then she is an Afro American writer. Her first novel was The Bluest Eye, and she was also awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1993. The next question is, the novel displays the experience of black life in post Reconstruction era. Is a debut novel by Zora Neale Hurston. So you have to tell the name of the novel, which is by Zora Neale Hurston and which talks about the experience of black life in the post Reconstruction era. Here we have four options. Option number 1 is Their Eyes Were Watching God. Option number 2 is Jonas Gardwine. Option number 3, Moses, Man of the Mountain. And option number 4 is Mule Bone, a comedy of Negro life. Any guesses? And the answer is option number 2, Jonas Gardwine in 1934. So, the novel Jonas Gardwine is a semi autobiographical novel by Zora Neale Hurston. And if we talk about the another important work by Hurston, then Their Eyes Were Watching God, published in the year 1937, is also considered as a classic of Harlem Renaissance. So let me know in the comment section that what is Harlem Renaissance is all about. Now let's proceed to our third question, which is, Alice Walker coined the term feminist in which of her works? So you have to tell the name of the work जिसके अंदर एलिस वॉकर ने एक टर्म feminist को coin किया. So here we have four options. Option number 1, The Color Purple. 2, The Third Life of Grange Copland. Option number 3 is Meridian, and option number 4 is Coming Apart. And the answer is option number 4, which is Coming Apart. So Coming Apart एक short story है, and this short story was published in 1979. If we talk about the writer Alice Walker, then she has written works related to African American literature, and she is also known for the novel The Color Purple, which came in the year 1982. Now, do remember that all these four works, The Color Purple, The Third Life of Grange Copland, Meridian, and Coming Apart, are written by the Afro American writer Alice Walker. Then we have question number 4, which is Black Boy 1945 is a memoir by. Here we have four options. Option number 1, James Baldwin. Option number 2, Richard Wright. Option number 3, Amiri Baraka. And option number 4 is Toni Morrison. And the answer is option number 2, which is Richard Wright. So, Richard Wright is an American author of novels, short stories, poems, and non-fiction. If we talk about his major works, then he has written Uncle Tom's Children in 1938. This is a collection of novellas. Then we have Native Son, published in the year 1940, Black Boy 1945, and The Outsider 1953. So this was about the writer Richard Wright. Then proceeding to the next question. The line, "When I discover who I am, I will be free," occurs in. So you have to tell the name of the novel in which the line occurs. Option number 1 is Go Tell It on the Mountain. Option number 2 is Invisible Man. Option number 3 is Dutchman. And option number 4 is The Invisible Man. So any guesses? And the answer is Invisible Man. The novel Invisible Man is the first novel by Ralph Ellison, and this novel was published in 1952. If we talk about the other options, then Go Tell It on the Mountain is a 1953 novel by the writer James Baldwin, and Dutchman is a play by the writer Amiri Baraka, and The Invisible Man is a science fiction novel by the writer H.G. Wells. Now, do remember that Invisible Man is the first novel by the writer Ralph Ellison, and The Invisible Man is a science fiction novel by H.G. Wells. Then we have question number 6. Who is the young protagonist in Jean Rice's novel Voyage in the Dark? So, who is the young protagonist in Voyage in the Dark? Here we have four options. Option number 1, Julia Martin. Option number 2, Walter Jeffries. Option number 3, Anna Morgan. And option number 4 is Antoinette Cosway. And the answer is option number 3, which is Anna Morgan. And if we talk about the writer Jane Rice, then she was a British novelist who was born in Caribbean island of Dominica, and she is best known for the novel Wide Sargasso Sea. If we talk about the other options, then the character Julia Martin appears in the work after leaving Mr. Mackenzie. Another character, Walter Jeffries, is also a character in Voyage in the Dark, and Antoinette Cosway is the main character in the novel Wide Sargasso Sea. And one more important thing I want to add here, that the novel Wide Sargasso Sea is a post-colonial and feminist prequel to Charlotte Bronte's novel Jane Eyre. So do remember this thing, that this novel Wide Sargasso Sea is a prequel to Charlotte Bronte's novel Jane Eyre. Proceeding to the next question, which is which of these poetry collection is not written by the writer Langston Hughes? Option number 1, Let America Be America Again. Option number 2, The Weary Blues. Option number 3, Note on Commercial Theatre. Option number 4, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. I guess you already know the answer. And the answer is option number 4, which is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, because this is an autobiography written by the writer Maya Angelou. If we talk about the writer Langston Hughes, then he was an American poet, social activist, novelist, and playwright. He is also known as one of the earliest innovators of the literary art form called jazz poetry, and he is best known as a leader of the Harlem Renaissance. The Weary Blues is his first poetry collection, and the work Mule Bone was co-written with the writer Zora Neale Hurston. Then we have question number 8, which is Kazuo Ishiguro was awarded Booker Prize in 1989 for which novel? So किस novel के लिए उन्हें 1989 में Booker Prize मिला? And the options are A Pale View of Hills, An Artist of the Floating World, The Remains of the Day, and option number 4 is Never Let Me Go. And the answer is The Remains of the Day 1989. So इस वर्क के लिए उन्हें 1989 में बुकर प्राइज दिया गया. If we talk about the chronological order of his works, then a pale view of hills was published in 1982, then an artist of the floating world in 1986, then the Booker Prize winning novel The Remains of the Day in 1989, and then Never Let Me Go in 2005. If we talk about the writer Kazuo Ishiguro, then he is a Japanese born British writer, and he was also awarded Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 2017. Question number 9. Wallace Nolasco is the main protagonist in one of Timothy Moore's novels. The novel is. So you have to tell the name of the novel in which the character Wallace Nolasco appears. Here we have four options. Option number 1, Sword Sweet. Option number 2, The Monkey King. Option number 3, An Insular Possession. And option number 4, The Redundancy of Courage. And the answer is option number 2, which is The Monkey King. If we talk about the writer Timothy Moore, then the full name of the writer is Timothy Peter Moore. He is an British Asian novelist, and if we talk about his major works, then The Monkey King was published in the year 1978. Then we have Sword Sweet, published in the year 1982, and An Insular Possession in 1986. The last question in the lecture is Dance of the Happy Shades is a short story collection by Nobel Prize winning author. So you have to tell that by whom the collection Dance of the Happy Shades is written. Option number 1, Peter Carey. Option number 2, Lawrence Hill. Option number 3, Alice Munro. Option number 4 is Sinclair Rose. And the answer is option number 3, Alice Munro. So, Alice Munro is a Canadian short story writer and she was awarded Nobel Prize in the year 2013. And if you want to know more about the writer Alice Munro, then you can check out the video which is available on my YouTube channel. And I will also provide the link in the description box down below. So, this was all about today's lecture. I will meet you soon in the next video. Till then, keep watching Literary Readers and thank you.